They crushed their arch rival in Dallas last time out. Now they face, by far, their biggest test of the season as the Georgia Bulldogs roll into town. The first collision of these two SEC heavyweights sharing the country.
Yeah, I got that Georgia red running through my veins. And I got that dog in me.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wherever they playing, I'm there. So tonight, we pulling up here.
Your conference, unchanged passion. Sit back and enjoy this.
Texas got that #1 spot.
The Texas Longhorns are dominating. Texas, that was awesome. It's ours now, baby.
These dogs, they barking in your yard.
This thing I ever built this. You know,
The 6-1 Mississippi State will fall to 1-6. And
so let's make it right and let the whole stadium fly.
man, there's a huge buzz in this city. Formula One tomorrow, but tonight, the Longhorns and the Bulldogs. Another one of these mid-season heavyweight collisions in the SEC.
Let's go Bulldogs.
On Kirk Street. So many angles here. We can focus on the quarterbacks. Let's focus on Carson Beck, who's got to deal with all this. They came up just short of Bama. Now another kind of charged-up environment for him to deal with.
yeah, I think the experience of Carson Beck obviously helps him, not just throughout his career, but this year, the game that we had in Tuscaloosa. They were now 30-7 in a hostile environment. He worked his way back. So that helps. But this, man, you talked about it. We do a lot of these big games, national championships. The buzz right now that was on the field in pregame, it's just what makes this sport so great. This is epic, and this is what Texas wanted, a chance to prove to the country that they could play with the big boys in the SEC.
They've been overwhelming all the opponents. Great on defense. On offense, Quinn Ewers hasn't been perfect, but he brings a lot of experience, and Sarkisian's offense is just shredding elite defenses.
Yeah, I mean, they have the ability to stretch you out. One thing about Georgia's defense, you typically think they're one of the best tackling defenses in the country. This year, they've had some issues. They've got to do a great job the way Sark will get him in space. Can they tackle, and can they play with great discipline is a big thing that they got to do if they're going to win it.
Got Holly Rowe and Katie George reporting from ringside tonight. Let's go to Holly.
Coach Sarkisian, you've been building your program for moments like this. I see you pulling guys aside right now, whispering in their ear. What is it that you're telling your players right now?
Just want to make sure we stay clear-minded, great poise, great composure.
Thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate you. Thank you. Well, Coach told us that he worked a lot of work this week with Quinn Ewers' pocket presence. He knows this Georgia front is going to be a big challenge. They want him to hit home runs early. They felt like they missed a couple last week. Now let's check in with Katie George with Coach Smart. Thanks, Holly. Kirby, you're getting the ball first. What's the key to starting fast against this physical front?
Well, you got to establish some kind of run game. Try to keep them all balanced. Go with some tempo. Change it up. They got a good team.
Thank you for the time. That's a lot.
Thank you.
Worth mentioning, guys, that Jared Wilson, starting center, is back tonight in the lineup after missing the last 2 games due to a foot injury. Big news for Georgia.
He's Katie, the offensive line. Now, still a little bit patchwork. They'll be tested by this Texas front. Sarkisian, unlike the last game, won the toss and deferred. So we'll see Carson Beck. And fast starts, Katie mentioned it, has not been the trademark at all of this Georgia offense this season.
No, not at all. And I know it's been a big emphasis. You just heard Kobe talk about it. They get the ball, and I love what he said. So it's been a pass-first offense, which is good because Carson Beck can spin it. But they need more balance tonight, if anything, just to help the offensive line in pass protection.
This crowd can make it tough. This is a lot different than it used to be for Texas home games. Anthony Evans back in his home state, set to receive the kickoff of Will Stone.
Here we go, folks.
And the lefty pounds a line drive through the end zone. Carson Beck, of course, the fifth-year senior. Solid year, but he has thrown those 5 interceptions, through 3 of them against Alabama and a couple against Mississippi State in the last ball game.
Yeah, I think the the adversity that he's been through really helps him on a night like this. 18-2 is a starter in his career. Both losses against.
My pick is Georgia, hopefully.
Been playing a lot of zone this year. I think you'll see them dial up some more pressure than they have all year. They'll need to.
Longhorns allowing just 6 points per game and under 300 yards total offense to opponents. But by far their biggest test. Throwing first down, it's a slant, low ball, incomplete. Tried to get Dylan Bell. To the impact players.
The receivers on the outside are going to get opportunities. Trevor Etienne, watch number 1. He'll be all over the field. Arian Smith's got to make plays and hold on to the ball downfield. 11. Colin Simmons, a true freshman. Watch him off the edge, rushing the quarterback and Anthony Hill in the middle of that defense on early downs. They'll move him opposite of Simmons to get the pass rush going. Does a great job at both off-ball linebacker and defensive end.
Simmons has been spectacular. 4 sacks already. Texas just a 3-man rush. The back has time to scan the field. It's over the middle, and it's incomplete. A little bit behind Bell, targeting him again, and very quickly it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Boy, a little bit behind, but that's a ball early in the game. Bell's
Come on, Georgia.
They're going to go hurry up here to prevent Texas. Well, Texas still got their changes that they needed to make.
Texas is
That's
good.
Bell normally would make that catch. Kirby's standing right next to the official up top. I don't know if he's going to call a timeout. Yeah.
Texas had an extra guy on the field, so I think both teams were eager to call a timeout that time. It's going to be interesting, this chess match, these late substitutions. Texas tried to run on some big bodies, and you can get another guy off.
Yeah, this is that play at 2nd down off to the left. You'll see him break behind the linebackers. Really a good ball, considering he got a little bit of pressure. I mean, Dylan Bell, I feel like, is a guy that the ball just got off his right hand. He wasn't able to bring it in. But Dylan Bell, Arian Smith, London Humphreys, we had him in Tuscaloosa. He had mono and was out. He's been back. Dominic Lovett. This offense has got to be able to help their quarterback out.
It's been so pass-heavy by Georgia standards. Banks had games where they've attempted 48 passes against Mississippi State, threw it 50 times. Bubba on the left is the play caller, former Georgia quarterback.
Well, let's see what you got, Georgia.
Into the first series, though, it's going to be tough against this defense and this crowd.
Well, yeah.
They've struggled a lot on 3rd down so far this season. Texas doesn't bring pressure. Ball quickly to Etienne in space. He's got some work to do. Makes a couple of men miss, but he's not going to get there. Stop across the 30 by Anthony Hill and Jade Barron, and the Dogs go 3 and out.
Yeah, safe call here early in this game with the crowd really into it. Just get the screen, see if Etienne can get behind a couple linemen. Texas, good job of rounding to that football. Defense does their job here on the first possession with the 3 and out.
3 and out, Texas.
Silas Bolden is
Come on, Georgia. Let's see what you got.
Like the fair catch.
Now I'll pick it up on defense.
Received the punt of the Aussie, Brett Thorson. Texas comes after it. Thorson gets it away. It's a booming kick to the far side, and it bounced out of bounds. That is a tremendous punt with great
hell of a punt.
58 yards.
What a punt. Hell of a punt.
Quinn Ewers. He has been.
Well, let's see if he can pull off.
During this 2.5 games, finished strong against Oklahoma.
I still say start Peyton or Arch Manning.
Well, Quinn Ewers has command of this Sark offense. Sark, I think, if he's not the top play caller in the country, he's right up there. Really does a good job. 3-snap movement, makes the defense adjust to communicate. Really good job of mixing his run, marries it well to play action. There's just a lot to deal with. Georgia has to communicate, an area that has not been overly consistent for them this year on the back end.
Ewers looking to throw and delivers a strike. Stretching near the first down marker is Jonte Cook. Second, it's Isaiah Bond.
So impact players. Ryan Wingo, the true freshman, is electrifying after the catch. How about Eisner last week at the Red River rivalry? Keep an eye on him. Michael Williams getting healthier and healthier. 13. And Malachi starts to line up everywhere with his versatility.
Take it to Weisner, flip it in the flat. That's Gunnar Helm at side end has become a downfield weapon. Short gain there for a first down, not down by Everett. This offensive line is massive, experienced. You got prototypical athletic tackles, big guards, and Jake Majors making his 48 starts. How about that? First down throw, check down again. And the catch is made by Juan Davis. The tight end, and they pick up 5.
Viewers right now, remember the last week's game. A couple of throws early against Oklahoma. He'd had a few weeks where he was off with the oblique injury. A couple of those throws where he had open receivers. He just sailed a couple, just a little bit, just kind of settling back in. And tonight, Sark trying to just get him a couple easy throws and get him into that rhythm a little faster than a week ago.
Here's Ravian Weisner, tries to get the edge, gets a nice block from Davis, the tight end, and he's got 7 or 8 in the first down before Jalen Walker knocked him down. We're still on this Artesian script at this point.
Yeah, there's watch the receiver here go inside. Watch how the corner follows him playing man. And so now you're able to get to the edge a lot easier. Got a blocker out there in front with Juan Davis.
Weisner off a 100-yard game against the Sooners. He's been on fire the last 6 quarters, over 200 yards rushing. He goes in motion. Ewers pitches to the far side.
Nice,
and
but
it's Ryan Wingo, the electric freshman receiver, but he stopped right there by Stubbs.
Well, Kirby understands better than anybody what he's facing to start. He's prepped his team all week on the different formations and personnel groupings and pre-snap movement. So far, they're keeping it simple, not moving around that much.
Weisner hesitates and then plows into heavy traffic there for a short gain. It'll be 3rd down and long.
That's a much better job by Georgia. And what do you expect from them with those big interior defensive linemen just holding their spot, anchoring down, not letting those linemen win the double teams and get up to the linebackers. Nowhere to run into the interior. Give 97 Warren Brinson a lot of credit that time in the middle.
3rd down was a weakness a year ago for this offense. It's a strength so far this season. Converting at 50%, but 3rd and 9 against this aggressive Dogs defense. They don't bring pressure, so Ewers has time, not really a runner, and he has to fire to the ground. There was nobody open, and Jalen Walker was closing down on him, and the Dogs defense gets off the field.
Yeah, Chris, you're right. They've rushed 3. They played man-to-man, and Walker, who a lot of times will be out on the edge, he just looks in the backfield. See the 3, see the man-to-man. Nobody's open, great coverage, and then he's there to clean it up. Ewers can just throw it away.
Ian Ratliff, who's been filling in for the injured punter, Michael Kern, puts it for the first time in his college career against Oklahoma. Back out there again tonight. Anthony Evans. Dangerous return man. Waits for the Dogs. It's a high and short pick. And the punt's going to bounce, and Evans will just get away from it. And it's going to roll. That ends up being a pretty effective punt. Wasn't very attractive off the foot, but he made it work for 44 yards. So, both offenses stalled at the moment. Second possession for back in Georgia coming up.
Olive Garden.
Athens, of course, the Minister of Culture. Buddy Matthew McConaughey always down here. He's pumped up.
Glenn Powell.
You got Joe Rogan here. You got all kinds of sports luminaries here. It's just a taste of it. We'll show you more. But meanwhile, back in this Georgia offense trying to get going. 3 passes in the first series. And in the first carry for ETN, and Trevor Etienne, of course, got about 6. People who could be anywhere choose to be here in Austin for this game and this weekend. Golf and surfing colliding here. Awesome.
Drew Brees out there with his kids. I saw him Thursday in New Orleans.
KD, Kevin Durant, he's a huge Longhorn fan. Oh. And there's the biggest star of them all.
No question.
That's beautiful. Doesn't need a credential. Big one. Need a credential. 2nd and 4. The 6-yard gain by ETN. Using a lot of the play clock. You fake it to ETN and back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Andrew Makuba went up high, and again, Beck throws it to the wrong team early in the game and sets up Texas in plus territory.
Boy, what a bull rush right in front of Carson Beck, and I don't know if it impacted him. Good job of feeling this. Right here, you'll see him come up and then get his eyes back and get in position. But watch the right tackle. Watch this bull rush right here. Trey Moore just throws the big tackle into the backfield. That's trust. But what an incredible read and feel there to come up with that interception, give their offense football plus territory.
Transfer from Clemson. He's new to this team, but he's very experienced, very savvy.
Closer, Beck.
And Texas set up with the Georgia 42. It's a reverse and a flea flicker.
Yeah, flea flicker.
Takes it down. It's dropped. After all that, the easy part was to make the catch, and he had plenty of room.
Yeah, Georgia took away the shot downfield. Good discipline staying back. They were not fooling. Watch the back end. Look at the safety, the corner. Good job. He wanted to take a shot at the post instead.
But it didn't work,
like you
man.
said.
Good play,
Everything was done perfectly. He catches that ball. It's a foot race.
All right, Ewers. You don't get up.
And a shutdown. Weisner this time makes the catch. It's so characteristic of Sark, isn't it? Big shot. After a takeaway, immediately
It's going to be a defensive battle, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I think you're right. Georgia took away the deep shot. They were able to
nobody doing shit on
I think
offense.
Georgia right now, they're saying, listen, we're going to keep a lid on the top of this defense. We're not getting up explosives. Glenn Schumann understands, that's been a real strength of Texas, the ability to create big plays, make them have to earn it, checking that football down.
Whoa.
Both sides pointing at the other side. It was Ingram Dawkins coming across very quickly off the left edge.
But I believe it's offside, maybe.
It'll be against Georgia. Makes it a much different proposition on 3rd down. Then it'll be 3rd and 4 after the mark off.
Just a little anxious on that 3rd and long. You see her bringing pressure that time with C.J. Allen. 93 just jumped a little early there. Different play call now for Sark. Still goes bunch. 3 receivers there out to the right. Oh, movement by Texas.
Yeah, there's a flinch.
Damn.
And they'll give the 5 yards right back.
Huh. Game 5, lose 5. That's the way to go.
With 3 microphones lately.
We're going frontwards and backwards, damn it.
Leffler.
So these two teams just feeling each other out.
What kind of football is this?
They feel the same hype that you and I and everybody else felt when we were down there. Almost a
Little
national
derby, are we?
pregame feel.
Michael Williams is slowly getting healthy, Kirk, and giving them pass rushing downs, and he is elite in that department. You have to account for number 13. Pressure comes. It's picked up. Pitch to the near side, and it's incomplete. Tried to find DeAndre Moore on a crossing.
That's where Arch Manning, I believe, would do better.
Georgia's
He's a better passer.
And forces a punt.
What a luxury to have a guy like Malachi Starks. He has the athletic ability and and feel, be able to sit back at the safety. You can move him up on third down, put him over a slot receiver.
I feel I see a lot of punts maybe in
We've
this
seen him in
game.
that secondary for 3 years. Really the leader back there again this year for Georgia.
And first down dropped by Wisner, perhaps a play to remember. Texas would have been threatening to score had he made that grab. Instead, let's try to pin Georgia back. And it bounces in the end zone.
And what a job by the Georgia defense to the turnover to get that stop.
Gonna be okay? I'll be fine. Honey, hi. Hey, how are you guys? We're getting by. Great. Me too. Can we call you back?
You never want to lose your edge. This is an SUV that really understands that. The Lexus RX.
And part of the Monster Weekend tomorrow, just outside of town here, U.S. Grand Prix, one of 3 U.S. stops on the world's most popular motorsports circuit. We'll talk more about this coming up. 3 o'clock Eastern on ABC, 1:30 for pre-race coverage. Speaking of racing, race for the national championship. These cars jockeying for position here. A couple of collisions there. Georgia got around the Kentucky obstacle. Ole Miss, boom, snowed into the Cats here. There's a little bit overtaking. Georgia spun out through Alabama, crashed into the Vanderbilt wall, and lost again.
Now, what happened tonight? I mean, I would hate to see that car after the Tennessee game. By the way, the cool thing about this 12-team playoff, we talked about it on College Game this morning. I counted as many as 30 teams on October 19th going into play today that still have hopes of trying to get into this new 12-team playoff. 30.
So the Dogs, after a 3.5-minute interception, got to get something going on their third possession. ETN bounces into the edge and stiff arm, earns about 6 or 7 before Gilbo forced him out.
That's what you want to see if you're a Georgia fan. Running the football. Get the ball to ETN. Nice block by Oscar Delp coming around there. He was able to pick up the linebacker, Anthony Hill. He's got such suddenness and quickness, ability to accelerate. He doesn't need a lot of room. And the big thing that does, again, makes you less one-dimensional, helps the offensive line in pass protection, and will ultimately help Carson Beck throw the football.
He's surprised. Mike Bubba wants to get ETN at least 15 touches if he can. Another touch in the running game, and he's free. Trevor ETN finds a crease and barrels out to the 45, picked up 17.
But what a job by Fairchild right here, 53. Watch the center as well. Jared Wilson, they get up to that second level. Beautiful. The vision there on that jump cut. Again, that's been missing. That's what you want to see. Establish that line of scrimmage. Run downhill into those safeties.
Ran right over Michael Taft, who did make the tackle. Georgia establishing the run early, something they have not done very often this season. Back pump fake, and a long looping throw. The catch is made on the far side by Lawson Lucky, the tight end. 21 more yards.
Chris, this little small pump fake. Watch what it does to the two Texas defenders. Gives it a little quick. He's just showing this. Texas defenders come up, then you sneak the tight end Lucky down that right sideline. Really well-designed play there by Mike Bobo and good execution. You get that running game going. Eyes start to get in the backfield. Opens up things and ability to throw downfield.
Nate Frazier, the freshman in the tailback, and still like Georgia running back room that's short-handed. Branson Robinson and Roderick Robinson both out. So Frazier, a chance to step up here. Short game.
Texas, sure, they understand as they rotate defensive linemen, they've got to win and get off those blocks. Again, it's been an area that's been an outstanding strength. Collins, 95. Sorrell's up there, 88. Broughton, 45. Those guys are really talented. Been getting off blocks all year.
Nobody scored a touchdown on Texas in the first quarter. They've only surrendered 3 points all season in the first. Back on 2nd and 9. Across the middle. And another interception. Going down now low to make the play is Bear. Now they're saying incomplete. Didn't quite have control before it hit the carpet there. But an off-target throw again.
Yeah, Carson Beck just not quite on the same page with Humphreys, his wide receiver. And the ball hits the ground. Humphreys actually worked to the inside instead of working to the outside after he got to the top of his route. Beck was expecting him to move to his left. Instead, he went inside to his right. And that's why he almost came up with that pick.
So Beck, 2 for 6. Needs 9 on this third down. Across the middle, Etienne is able to score free, and he's getting a first down at the Texas 20. So effective as a receiver.
It's great check down. Everything's taken away. Zone defense downfield. Just check it down. Let him have a little wiggle. That is a tough tackle for Anthony Hill. Really good job here by Georgia, keeping his drive alive. They're getting into that red zone area. They're thinking about trying to put a touchdown up. Texas only allowed 1 touchdown all year in the red zone. They're tops in the country.
Only 7 trips back almost in the red zone. That's really bad. Won a game. Back from the pocket, which is collapsing, throws it short, and the catch is made for a loss by Anthony Evans. Baron Sorrell took time away from him.
They're getting pressure on these tackles. Watch him matched up here against Green. He just goes right around him. Throws the back, the freshman, Nate Frazier, right into the backfield. Trey Moore also. Simmons, Levin, gets a lot of attention. So does Anthony Hill, but Moore right now has been very good off the edge, and you just saw that big strength of Sorrell.
If you're running back, you do not want to see 88 coming at you and try to block him. Completion to Lovett on the edge. He's going to be slung down after a short gain by Anthony Hill. So another 3rd and long now for Georgia. They need 8.
Well, this used to be where you see Ladd McConkey, right, make the play, and Bowers, of course, make a play. It's a new cast of characters. No Bowers, no McConkey. 3rd down has been a lot tougher for this offense.
Pass Jones to the right of back. See if Texas brings pressure. Now they rush 4. Ball out quickly, and it's juggled and intercepted. Javon Barron got it to hit the hands of Lawson Lucky, and a second turnover here in the first quarter.
How important. Game of inches. It's accuracy from that quarterback spot. Carson Beck's one of the most accurate This ball is just a little bit high, and by throwing it a little bit high, it goes off the hands of Lucky right there. If that ball's down about 6 inches, ball's caught, it's a first down. He has to reach for it. Ball goes up into the air, and another interception in the first half.
At Outback Steakhouse, try the Great Barrier Eggs, like the beef and reef platter, or the twin reef shrimp, starting at just $14.99. I love the Great Barrier beef. It's reef, mate.
Why would you say that?
Great Barrier Eggs, now at Outback.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays up the deck. He scrambles in the T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shake. What you think, huh? It's like he's chasing an ice cream truck. Ice cream! He got his iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. I was holding it up like a baby, right? Homie takes those T-Mobile savings and calls it a day. Respect. Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
This is UT Southwestern Medical Center, and this is where a spark happens. This is the teamwork that fuels it, the mentors who shape it. And this is where it comes together, with this care team connecting the dots, all leading up to this moment right here at UT Southwestern, where discoveries change lives. And this spark is just the beginning. Follow your spark at UT Southwestern, the future of...
Well, so far, Georgia ain't done shit. Neither is Texas. Come on, guys. Defense all the way.
On the mountain, we've got to say, get off your...
Yeah.
Touchdown!
Woo. You know what's better than one Papa John's pizza? 2 Papa John's pizza for only $6.99 each.
Only at Papa John's, bundle 2 or more Papa Parents menu items for $6.99 each. Get your favorites for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some Papa John's.
You know, everybody says, oh, life's too short. No, it's not. Life is long. Hey, Dad, I couldn't meet Margaret. There are pressures and blessings that have to be navigated. Marriage, kids.
You make Mommy so happy.
Everything is actually the essence of what it is to be alive. Time sure does fly, don't it?
Sure does. Life is a series of happenings and tragedies and joys. What an adventure it has been.
And all that life happened here. This was our home. We lived here.
Rated PG-13.
As a Marine in Vietnam, I sacrificed my legs for this great country. That's why I'm so disgusted that Colin Allred wrote this letter. Just weeks ago, Allred demanded that taxpayers pay for sex change operations in the military, even on kids. That's not the America that I fought for. I've still got 2 eyes to see. Colin Allred is far too extreme for Texas.
Truth and Courage PAC is responsible for the content of this app.
Kirby Smart aware with Beck, who's thrown 7 picks now in his last 4 games. 3 of those have been in the red zone. 2 in his first 10 attempts tonight. The Texas backed up at the 5-yard line. Weisner off the left side picks up a few.
The thing you wonder, we've seen this happen going back to the Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence at Clemson. When you have all the preseason hype, all the expectations, these guys, I think, sometimes they feel that. I haven't talked with him about this, but it's just watching. The guy threw 6 picks all of last year. He's thrown 7 already this year. I think it's trying to live up to sometimes unrealistic expectations and trying to prove that you're this guy everybody's talking about, of being one of the top picks in the draft. You just got to let the game come to it.
Yours, downfield shot, and coming back to try to make the play is Wingo, interfered with by Dalen Everett. Got to respect the speed of number 5. He's a track guy.
Well, and I think what happens here is, Sark's going to take shots against these corners because of what he saw against Alabama.
Pass interference. Defense, number 6.
If you can get these corners isolated, the safety that time came down thinking it would be a quick pass because they were pinned so close to their own end zone state. This is the time to take a shot. Fleet-footed freshman Wingo lined up one-on-one against Edward. You like your chances there.
But I guess better get
Actually, a good
15 yards and him catch that motherfucker.
If he hadn't interfered, instead, just moves the football to the 23. They gave up some shot plays against Mississippi State. They had 3 big plays in the passing game. Kirby said here, and a true freshman hurt them.
Yeah, you're right. Kirby said his headphones, looks like he's kind of referencing the not working.
Oh, Katie's headphone is working?
Yeah, they are, guys. Perfect. Georgia's comms have gone out, and that means that Texas cannot use their comms at this time. The Tech team here on Georgia sideline working very hard to get comms back for Kirby and his coaching staff on the sidelines.
It's a rule, of course, in the SEC, as it is at the conferences, but sometimes coaches have their suspicions. The comms don't work.
Yeah, but if you take them away from both sides, look. Well, maybe they figured it out. Sark's not throwing his headset away.
Kirby's got his back on. So the first down for Texas. Still trying to get things going here. The running game hasn't really got rolling.
Continue play.
Matt Leffler making the announcement about the headsets being down, but thankfully it stopped the game for that. Wisner, the middle. So Sarkisian showing patience with the running game. Jalen Walker came around the edge to bring him down after about a 4-yard gain.
What a game he had last week against that Oklahoma defense. 118 yards, 18 carries to the touch. Really taking control of that running back spot now.
Georgia all over him. That's on Warren Winston.
Nowhere with that one.
Senior smothered him. He's back healthy now, and it makes a difference for that Georgia defense.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, that was the concern with the injuries that they had. Everything that they sustained early in that game against Clemson. Their defensive lines didn't have the depth. And not only do you now have the depth, you got difference makers like Brinson. We've already seen him show up twice against the run game.
Jaden Blues, the running back. Longhorns looking for their first third down conversion of the night. And he snapped. Ewers has pounded. The ball comes out. Still rolling around. Still up for grabs. And it looks like Georgia has
Georgia's got it, baby. Do they please tell me they do?
Ewers got blasted. Dalen Everett recovers the fumble.
Hopefully.
After knocking it loose, and then there was a scramble. About 4 or 5 guys had a chance, but Georgia creates a takeaway.
Now, this is the most important thing. Anytime you do this, you bring this blitz, you got to disguise it and come late. See the back step up with the pressure coming from the middle, and this time the pressure from the outside gets home. The quarterback Ewers never felt it because it came so late. He never had a chance to see it out of the corner of his eye. You said because the ball's bouncing all over the place. And finally,
grab that motherfucker.
Actually ends up getting on top of it. And boy, the Bulldogs are in great position now.
Boom.
Ewers has had really good protection so far this season, but a different deal against the Dogs.
Well, we can get 7.
Here. It's Dylan Bell, the tight end, who takes the handoff and gets around the right edge, picks up about 5.
That's a good fight.
But Bell, what a weapon he can be. I remember last year with some of the injuries they had in that backfield. He's a receiver, but took some carries last year as a back. So they have a lot of confidence of getting him touches. Remember, we know about ETN. They want to find guys who can be difference makers, especially in this low red area for Kirby and for this offense. Carson Beck, after throwing the pick, a chance to get that behind him. Try to put 6 points on the board.
ETN far to the right. On 2nd and 5. ETN's got the ball, gets a quick block, and Trevor knocked down near that marker at the 3 by LaFau.
Looks like a first down to me.
That's basically a run play. You line him up there. He's got wide receiver skill set. Let's put him out there. It's really just a matter of trying to get underneath this block right here. 84 does a nice job, and now ETN trying to get behind those linemen.
So he's getting his touches tonight. 3 runs, 3 catches, and 1st and goal in the final 30 seconds of this first quarter.
He's going to get at least 20 tonight.
Now pound it in there, boys.
Shift around. 2 tight ends to the right.
No false starts.
Take it to Etienne. Back looking to throw for it and incomplete. That was Lucky down there near the goal.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Good job
What the hell was
there by
that?
Texas. Like Jelani McDonald, 80 or 25, that instead of keeping his eyes in the backfield, he was in pretty good position.
Oh.
Still a ball that's in the hands.
No, he had it.
The pylon team shows you that. The knee would have been down if he held on to it. Probably would have been a bit short.
Man, Kirk, again, a Georgia receiver with it.
He dropped that motherfucker
In a game like this.
So he had that, man. Come on.
2nd and goal. Etienne on the toss. Gets into the end
Oh,
zone.
that's where we go.
School Georgia football. Trevor says, flat down, Brown. Georgia on top, the short field set up by Everett's forced fumble and fumble recovery.
Yeah, touchdown, baby.
Comes up in Austin.
Let's go, Georgia.
Old Georgia fans love to see that toss sweep.
That was a brilliant call on the defensive side by Kirby and Glenn Schumann to get that corner blitz and to get the pressure to get that fumble.
Carson Beck was the holder. Had to come up with it. It wasn't completely clean, but Woodring knocks it through.
It starts with, remember, Beck throws the pick. Now you got Texas with an opportunity, 3rd down. Great time to call this. They disguised it very, very well. That ball bounced around forever until the man that caused it ends up coming up with the actual recovery. Here's a great block by the tight end, Delp, who opens this crack toss right there on the edge. You get the big right tackle, 73, getting outside. Nice job sealing the edge. Georgia is on the board first here in Austin.
And Trevor Etienne is very, very involved tonight. 5th rushing touchdown of the season for number 1.
Already 7 touches in the first quarter.
A lot of times offense, we're going to say, we got to get this guy more touches than they don't. But Mike Bobo has made good on his promise.
Oh, yeah.
To get Etienne heavily involved, and especially early in the game.
In a variety of ways. Move him around.
They've been throwing a lot to set up the run later in the game. It's tough to come out against the defense like this in this crowd and run it early. Matthew Golden has a crease.
Uh-oh.
They're trying to run him down. Golden tight roping down the sidelines. Will finally step back, but there is a flag on the field way back at the Texas 20. This one's going to come back, it looks like.
We're going to bring this one back. It's like Warren Robertson.
Jeff Banks, that special teams coach, steaming. That was a chance to reclaim momentum right there. Now they're going to be backed up after the mark-off.
Holding during the return. Number 17 on the return team. That's a 10-yard penalty. It's 1st down. That is the end of the first quarter.
Georgia's defense, the story of the first 15 minutes in Austin. The takeaway that set up the Etienne touchdown, and Ewers and the Hawks have not gotten going yet. Another look at the penalty here. Got his money's worth. Back after this message, and we're your local ABC station. You're watching SEC on ABC.
How you choose to power up is up to you. But if you want the horizon chasing, rubber burning, dream building, adrenaline pumping power to do, Ford is your starting line. Gas, hybrid, or all electric, the power is yours.
Look at that Wendy's breakfast burrito. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, sausage. Gotta hand it to the tortilla. That sucker's holding on for dear life. Get yours with a $1.25 soft drink. Gotta be Wendy's.
So let me be clear. I don't want boys playing girls' sports.
3 years ago, Allred voted to approve boys using girls' locker rooms. Last year, Allred voted against protecting girls from boys playing in their sports. And last month, Allred asked the Defense Department to use taxpayer funds for sex change operations and sterilization of kids. Allred says one thing, his actions say another. Colin Allred, too liberal for Texas.
I'm Ted Cruz, and I approve this message.
When I wake up in the morning light, I put on my jeans and I feel alright. I put my blue jeans on. I put my
Wrangler for the ride of life. When you need solutions,
I can't thank you guys enough, Channel 7. You guys really helped us through this.
7 is on your side, only on ABC 7 Eyewitness News. He defended our country from the United States Army. Now Derek Tran is running for Congress to keep us safe. It's why the Los Angeles deputy sheriffs and firefighters endorse Derek Tran. HMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
An extreme plan to ban all abortion, even here in California. And MAGA Michelle Steele is leading the charge to ban abortion nationwide with no exceptions for rape, incest, or to save the life of the woman. She even supports the MAGA plot to monitor pregnancies, eliminate access to birth control, and strip health care from millions of Californians. MAGA Michelle, stealing our reproductive freedom. DCCC is responsible for the content of its advertising.
In Congress, George Whitesides will focus on solutions like increasing funding for police, and George Whitesides will invest in the equipment law enforcement needs. George Whitesides for safer neighborhoods. HMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Leslie Lopez, Southern California's weather leader.
You won't believe it here.
We're celebrating Disney on Dancing with the Stars.
Fantastic. Well done.
That was truly the magic of Disney.
Disney on Dancing with the Stars, live Tuesday.
Georgia on the road leads 7-0. Welcome back to the SEC on ABC. Saturday Night Football.
Squizzy.
64-yard return negated, but this is a bizarre. We believe our eyes here. About my show.
I was talking about, I thought 24 had the hold.
Show it to you in a second. Meanwhile, Texas backed up after the penalty at the 8-yard line. Play fake. Ewers this time has protection and will take off and slide after a short pickup.
Let's go back for quick, Chris. And here's Roberson, 24, who clearly has a hold. I mean, there's your hold, right? But watch when the flag comes in. This guy's doesn't throw it. You see it come in right there. He lands at the 20. I don't know. What a fan. What did a crowd throw that? I don't even know where that came from.
There was no official, right? The angle suggests it came out of the stand. Ewers pitches it downfield. It's overthrown and carried off the hands of Julian Humphrey. Isaiah Bond was deep. If you're going to throw a flag from the stands, we suggest you don't. But if you do, be correct. And there was a correct call.
The officials, it turns out there's a hold on this.
Bill Amaya says he's never seen that in his machine career.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I do think it came from the more forward official who threw it like a shotgun.
Yep, there he is.
Oh, you're right.
Boy, he must have put that Billy way up in the air. That's a good effort. He's spreading the other direction.
Hey, let's take all the help we can get.
Sign him up. What an athlete.
Meanwhile, Texas faces a 3rd and 7. Ewers from the end zone, flipping it by time, stumbles forward and takes a sack. Jalen Walker, the elite pass rusher, got there, and this Texas offensive line has their hands full with the Dogs so far.
How about that? You don't have to blitz. You just bring forward. This is their top pass rusher. Man, is it fun to watch him when he is on the edge in his defense. He's had to play off-ball linebacker because of the injury to Munden. This time one-on-one. That's first rounder against first rounder.
Exactly. That's big news. That's Kelvin Banks doesn't give up sacks.
Yeah, that's
once in his career, I think, coming into that.
Wow. What a win. Good coverage downfield to allow Walker to get home. Now we got another flag.
What now? Damn, Alabama and Tennessee had a shit ton of flags.
Illegal substitution on the offense. Half the distance of the goal. It is 4th down.
This Texas offense really struggling. Credit Georgia's defense, aggressive, but this is just not what we've seen. They're usually sharp, flicking early. And Georgia trying to get great field position, getting the punt off quickly is Ratliff, and taking it in Texas territory is Evans, who skips past one tackler, still running, and he'll be spun down inside the Longhorns 30. 19-yard return, and Georgia already up 7. Again, with tremendous starting field position.
Something to remember as this game continues, Georgia's defense. We talked a lot this year. Boy, they don't seem to be as disciplined. They don't seem to be lining up and doing the things we've seen Georgia defenses do in the past. How about this start, this first half? Their own offense with the 2 interceptions. You know how many points? Obviously none. They have stoned Texas defense, not just throughout this game, but after their own offense, putting them in tough spots. So the defense has arrived for the Dogs tonight.
What a contrast to their other big test on the road. They were shredded, give up 28 in the first 20 minutes in Tuscaloosa. Very, very different looking Georgia team tonight. Bell in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left, and now Bell motions out. Back, took a look short, now checks it back to the right, and all over Lawson Lucky is Anthony Hill. He'll lose 3.
They move Anthony Hill all over the place. He's lined up right here. Eyes in that backfield, lined up there. He sees Lucky. As long as he beats that left tackle, 71 Green, to that corner, he's going to make the play. See the entire Texas defensive front not pulled at all on the screen.
What a play. Another monster game against Oklahoma. Smiles a lot, likes to have one on the field. He is nasty. He's the end far to the left on 2nd and 13. Back looking to the right. Love it on the edge. That's got an easy pitch and catch. And they pick up on 6 or 7. Gilmore knocked him out. Be 3rd down. So that's 7.
Chris, Texas doesn't blitz some, but they don't blitz a lot. 124th in the country. It's their blitz package. They just believe in their front. And they believe in kind of bending but not breaking. Let teams move the ball, give up some yards in front, don't give up the explosive, and then squeeze in the red zone where they're the top red zone defense as far as touchdowns allowed in the country.
Just outside the red zone here, this would be a huge win for Texas on defense to prevent a touchdown and force a field goal attempt here. Back, this time he is pressured. It's picked up underneath, and the catch is made by Arian Smith. Big play weapon. It's a small game, but enough to move the sticks.
They were in a bunch formation. You had 3 defenders on 3 receivers, and this is just a crosser. This is just a foot race right here. Who's going to win to the other side? Smith, obviously, with that speed, separates, does a good job.
Tempo and 1st down. Long pitch off the hands of Everett that time. Or Love, excuse me.
Beck hurried that throw. It's a pass that needs to be thrown out in a hurry with soft coverage from Texas. They were going tempo.
Georgia, so you don't play tempo.
He just hurried his delivery, and the ball sailed on him.
Yes. You don't play tempo, Georgia.
As good as you are, if your mechanics get off the line, you start to press and hurry, the ball could go anywhere.
All right, Carson.
2nd and 10, they fake it to ETN and check it down to Oscar Delp. Involved the tight ends early so far.
About 4 yards on that one, looks like.
3rd down and long again.
Again, that's a play against man coverage.
3 or 4 yards on that one.
He turns the corner. It's probably a race to the end zone. But by Texas sitting back and playing zone, they're able to let those receivers on the outside, let them go down, pay the safeties have them. Then he can turn his eyes around the corner and make a nice play that time by Malik Muhammad there on that outcut by the tight end.
Well, taking making impacts here.
Turn them up.
Slant incomplete. London was coming in the middle.
He wouldn't have made it anyway. He was covered.
Didn't make the catch, and Texas
Tell it to the guy with the surrounded by orange jersey.
You know, I think he sees 88 Sorrell. Everyone's lined up. Look at everybody on the front, but watch as the ball is snapped. How he is expecting head on a swivel. He gets out there just enough to be able to get in the way of that throwing lane, and I think ultimately impact the accuracy of that throw. It's a pretty accurate throw.
Oh no, they should have caught that one.
Getting into his face.
So back now holding for Peyton Woodring, who's missed only one all season. That was from 55 yards.
Oh, big guy.
Mississippi State is from 33, and he does get it inside that right upright. So Georgia given a gift there. Great field position off the return.
But only get 3.
Builds it to a 10-0 lead, and now Sarkisian and Quinn Ewers in this Texas offense will try to get going. They haven't so far.
All my favorites for just $7 each? That's crazy. Or am I crazy?
Seeing sevens, it's time to order from Pizza Hut's $7 deal lovers menu.
Undale, Save.
Hey, chick from State Farm, what's going on here? Coach saved so much bundling home and auto with the personal price plan. Decided to bundle practice with ballet.
Undale, Save.
Doesn't that just say bundle and save?
Hey, Hutch, let's talk more dancing. Double time. Boodle, Sunday, boodle,
Bundle and save with the personal price plan.
I want to see that on game day.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Michelob Ultra, superior right beer.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. CJ Stroud putting up points with My Lowe's Rewards. It is really cleaning up.
Come on, man.
It's the card. He's got all the cleaning supplies in his card.
In store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered. Just to say it's awesome.
I know. I bought it using the cash rewards bar from Navy Federal Credit Union. I get cash back on every purchase. Honestly, I can't imagine where I'd be without them. One word. Got it. Reeling in fish. No. Eating fish. Fish in the sea? Movie. Introducing the new Cash Rewards Plus card. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners, every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
Yeah, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
Kamala supports transgender sex changes in jail with our money.
Kamala even supports letting biological men compete against our girls in their sports. Kamala is for they, them. President Trump is for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is your sign to do dinner at Cracker Barrel and dig into an irresistible shepherd's pie with crispy hash brown casserole on top. Or make your hash brown casserole a little more breakfasty. So get the crew together and come on in. He tried to eat my arm. Could be infectious.
Let's get them quarantined. 1 or 2 zombies I can manage, but a whole ship full.
Anyone there?
National Championship Trophy presented by Dr. Pepper, making its way to Austin here. Long way to go. Will we have a 16-0 team or a 17-0 team? It seems very unlikely. Hard to imagine. The last of the undefeated teams of the Southeastern Conference down 10 on their home field early second quarter. Golden will let this one bounce in the end zone. It's the Modelo playbook. So far, Kurt?
Yeah, third downs. Texas has had some issues. They're 0 for 4. And what's been unique is seeing Georgia come after in different ways. Defensive line, here they dial up the pressure. Everett gets home, ball bounces around, snapped to the pick by Beck. And then it's just, wow, good against good. And Jalen Walker gets the best of Kelvin Banks that time for a great sack. So 0 for 4, dialing it up. And on those third downs, they're averaging over 7 yards. So they got to get better on first and second down, get more manageable third downs for Texas.
The Texas offense is in their first 17 plays have picked up 14 yards. Ryan Niblett, speedy running back wide receiver combo. It's a nice game. Holly?
You guys are talking about Texas's offensive line handling that pressure. I just saw their tackles, Kelvin Banks and Cameron Williams, having long conversations about hand placement. How are you handling this pressure? They're trying to help each other on the edges. They're getting a lot of different looks from Georgia up front, and they're having great communication to try to sort it out so they have some better success on the offensive line.
Not a group that's been puzzled very often now. This is I think the best offensive line in the country, but they've struggled early on. They flipped back the screen, it's incomplete. There was pressure there, but it was overthrown. Brinson was in the face of yours.
Well, we talked about this on College Game Day. Anytime a guard pulls around like this, that usually is an indicator for the linebacker to get out of there. Instead, they prepped this all week. They knew exactly what was coming. That guard pulled around, and you saw Raylan Wilson say, "Oh, I know what they're up to. They're going to throw this screen pass." Great position, great prep there by Georgia's defense.
Empty backfield. Let's see if the Dogs come after him on this 3rd and 6. They rush for yours. Intercepted. He threw it right to Dalen Evans. Had a monster first half. Forced and recovered a fumble. Now has a pick.
And to Holly's point, it's not just the defensive front, Holly. It's the secondary. Look at this view. Anybody watching, when a corner turns his shoulders like that to a receiver, that's man-to-man. He gets out of man-to-man. Now he's in zone. Now he's reading the quarterback. He's not with that receiver. So he baits him. Great job of disguising, and it keeps his eyes on the quarterback, steps right in front of it. Salute to Glenn Schumann, the defensive coordinator, and Kirby Smart. But another great call. They're just one step ahead of Sark and Quinn Ewers in his first half.
And that is hard to do. Be a step ahead of Sarkisian in this offense. But now each quarterback has a pair of turnovers. And it's Beck's turn again in Texas territory at the 34. Pitch to the edge. Bell retrieves after making the catch, and he's going to be knocked down after a short game by Gibbo.
Game of momentum. Georgia, after the throw by Beck, it looked like, oh boy, what's wrong with Carson Beck? You know, in these big games, is he pressing? Is he thinking too much? And his own defense with the Everett sack. Now another opportunity here with the interception.
Yeah, 3 straight drives beginning in Texas territory. They've run more plays in UT territory than their own so far tonight. This is the 18th. Take it to ETN. Another throw to the edge. Cutting free. Love it. Love it. Knives down into the red zone, and the Dogs are threatening again. 17 more.
Just by flashing this little fake handoff, watch what it does to this nickel. He hesitates. Now you got a little bit of room to make a move on him after the catch. So just a little flash in the backfield. You get it out to a quick receiver who's great after the catch. The nickelback was kind of frozen, respecting it, and now he's able to wiggle and get around him. Great play.
Smith and Lovett off to the left on first down. ETN. Trevor Etienne barrels down, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. It's all Dogs in Austin so far.
What an effort here by Trevor Etienne. Great vision. Good job of bouncing it back. And then the effort at the end, I thought he might be down. Instead, he dives. Gets the hand down, extends, and that is a touchdown for Georgia. What a play by the little number 1.
Second touchdown for ETN. And these Texas fans and the head coach, too, stunned. They've been playing with the lead, blasting people early in football games.
That's because you ain't got Arch Manning out there, man. That changes the whole atmosphere of the game.
2 Texas turnovers setting up both ETN touchdowns.
Go watch the great other game when Arch played and Ewers played.
Trust that Holly mentioned moves down inside at right guard. Watch them with the
much better with Arch Manning.
This is a thing of beauty. Double team in the middle. Also the to the backside, into the traffic, and it extends, as we said, for the touchdown. Chris, right now, as you said, it's all Georgia.
Let's go, Georgia.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your world? It's time for a new era of chicken. A slow roasted era. A quesadilla shaped era. A cheesy, saucy, era. The Cantina Chicken Quesadilla, only at Taco Bell. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Donald Trump makes a lot of promises, but we can be sure of one thing. If he wins, he'll ignore all checks that rein in a president's power. It's all in Trump's Project 2025 agenda. What does that mean for you? Higher cost on groceries, cuts to Social Security and Medicare, more tax breaks for billionaires, and a national abortion ban putting women's health at risk. A second Trump term, more unhinged, unstable, and unchecked.
What makes a Carnival vacation fun? It's a little bit of everything for everyone. Like being this far above sea level, this deep in relaxation, dishing up delicious food. So no matter what you choose, no one does fun like Carnival.
He's been through a lot.
We'll get there. It's okay. You're safe here. Come on.
The all-new Subaru Forester. Safe, long-lasting, trusted, loved.
Yeah, boy! Let him cook! Let him cook!
Oh, what's he doing?
He's just being influenced by football's ploy to make us hungry.
What?
Come on. Shake and bake. Let him cook.
Oh, don't let my man start feasting!
Whatever that is. It's like every celebration is designed to make you want to eat.
I mean, football did not turn our son into a promotion for
Game food. Buy one, get one spicy chicken sandwiches from Wendy's, only on Uber Eats.
Saturday Night Football is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? And in part by Taco Bell.
Formula One, of course, tomorrow. Hello, and Coach Saban a chance to get a little ride along in that course.
I'm sure Holly, did you? Coach said he went about 176 miles an hour.
Yeah, he beat me by 10 miles per hour. I'm a little disappointed with myself. But we were in the McLaren. That car was so amazing.
There you go, Holly.
You got the helmet?
A huge McLaren.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it was so awesome. I did make a bet with Quavo who would go faster. We were doing it at the same time. And he beat me by 2 miles per hour, too. So I'm going to have to talk to our driver, Fernando. But we had a blast. And that track is crazy. On Sunday when they do that race, guys, the turns are wild. And you will not believe it when you see how fast they're going around those corners. Cool. And we saw Lewis Hamilton in person.
Six-time winner of this. Again, that's 3 o'clock tomorrow on ABC. The always comical pre-race show begins at 1:30.
He just kind of takes a walk.
Walks around the starting grid. Mark. Yeah. Wow. It's a 17-point hole. Texas needs a spark. You may have not gotten anything going. Another running game. Weisner dropped for a loss there. Aguero on the play.
Boy, Quinn Ewers off to a really slow start. You can see the deficit that they're facing. It's 5 of 11, 17 yards. An interception that cost them a touchdown to Georgia. Start searching right now. They're not able to run the football. Only 1 yard running the ball.
Second down behind the stick, and that's another catch made and another loss. Aguero back-to-back tackles for loss. Another 30 extra long.
What's happening is the line of scrimmage is being dominated by Georgia. That's just 4 guys. Ball's got to get out. You're sitting back, able to see that. Playing man-to-man underneath. You have 2 safeties back. Hard to get the ball thrown downfield. Timing and rhythm is just off right now. and give Georgia all the credit.
Incredible job by this defense. They gave up a bunch of yards, not just to Alabama, but also Mississippi State. All out blitz, yours. Carolina State. They've got him again. Jalen Walker for a second time against this highly touted offensive line. Dogs are owning them right now.
This time, again, different looks, right? This time, they're going to bring 6 guys. Watch the back. It's blown up, pushed on his back. That's Jaden Blue. That pocket just collapses right on top of Quinn Ewers. There's 11 again. How fired up is Jalen Walker leading this defense? He's like, they can't take me. Not tonight.
He's right. Not many people have been able to overwhelm this veteran Texas offensive line. Evans comes up with a short punt. Nice tackle made in space over there, but Georgia already up 17 will take over near midfield, just 36 yards on the boot.
I could feel it all come down. I could see it with all that.
Introducing new Roxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Roxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Roxon ED Treatment Gel.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the bopping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package for Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
We're surprising Twisted Tea superfans with a Twisted Tea drop. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol to kick off your game. Twisted Tea or iced tea. Keep it twisted.
I know. What are you, rich as hell?
I am not rich as hell. I work hard. I scrape to get by. Donald Trump wants to give tax breaks to billionaires, but Kamala Harris has plans to help us. She's going to crack down on price gouging and cut taxes for working people like me. I voted for Donald Trump before, but this time I'm voting for Kamala.
FFPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
I tried a bunch of different probiotics before seed.
And they didn't help. It addressed my bloating and my irregularity. It's really helping my daily bowel movements and keeping me pretty regular. I started feeling better and less bloated, felt flatter, lighter. I just keep going back to see because it actually works.
Now I walk around smiling every day because I don't get bloated anymore.
The Wicked Witches of Hocus Pocus on the Wonderful World of Disney, ABC Sunday.
Just the 6th meeting here. The first 3, all noteworthy. Back to the 49 Orange Bowl. Tom Landry, his last game as a player. And then Darrell Royals' first game as the Texas head coach, the September meeting in 57. And Sir Francis Tuckett's first game as a player in Georgia in 1958. Last time they met, 18 season, 19 Sugar Bowl. Texas got him 28-21. That was the Texas back moment for Sam Ehlinger.
Yeah.
Well, Georgia's back. If they ever win anywhere. Right? Again, tremendous starting field position. Total yards edge of 132-15. Back over the middle. Tried to find Lovett on the crosser. Misfired.
Texas bringing some pressure. Georgia does a really nice job of picking it up, communicating. Beck had time to throw.
Wonder, could they create explosive plays? 4 plays of 15-plus yards already for Georgia. Texas has 15 total yards of offense.
Look at that.
They're 23 plays. steps up and checks it down. Gets to the near side, and it's Anthony Evans still dancing free. Does get down. Kuza got him after a 9-yard gain right near the marker. Third down coming up.
He's close. Yeah, he's about a half yard, full yard short. So 3rd and 1. Here comes Georgia going fast. Texas got to get their call in and get down and get the cleats in the ground, get ready to go.
ETN, first down and more. Here for ETN. Barrels forward down to the Texas 32. Got 14 more. What a first half for ETN.
Yeah, what a first half for this offensive line. This is an offense that couldn't run the football that well. All we've heard about is how they're too one-dimensional. Don't tell this offensive line tonight. They've rotated some bodies on the right side, opening up holes and getting ETN into space. It's actually 10 yards of carry to them.
The line still doesn't have their best player. Tate Ratlick still not able to go. With that tightrope surgery on the ankle, not quite ready. Could be an emergency third center tonight, but the other guys are really stepping up. Back pedals on first down and just fires into the dirt. Don't see a receiver in the area. ETN was kind of close, but Sorrell is bearing down on him.
Yeah, he's been able to get off blocks and give pressure. He's just outside here. They move him around inside, outside. He's able to take a screen. They're whipping on that left side. You can see ETN then throws it. ETN's kind of moving to the right.
Kind of came out of his hand funny.
Yeah.
No way there was an intention to try to complete that pass.
Nope.
Already thrown 23 passes in the first half. He's on that 50-pass pace again. Nate Frazier is the back, and the young guy stopped after a couple of yards. He's 3rd down and long again.
And there's 5 minutes to go here in this first half. It's an important last 5 minutes for Texas. They get the ball to start the second half. They got them at 3rd down here. Texas is going to call a timeout.
I think you're exactly right. I mean, right now, where they are, Georgia's sort of in fringe field goal range. But this has been an incredible first half. You said how important momentum is. I think Georgia came in, obviously, with a brilliant game plan so far and bad intentions and an incredible first half against an offense that has been blowing people up.
Yeah, and I think the one thing, the caveat that we would talk about is they're blowing people up, but they haven't played a great opponent. Played some good opponents, but not a great opponent. And I knew that Georgia, because all the people talking about, boy, Georgia's just not quite. Remember the game against Alabama down 30-7? They showed so much heart and grit coming all the way back, but they have not put it together. So people wondered how good could they be. I think they took a lot of that personally. You knew they'd show up today in a bad mood.
I would say for Texas, they really haven't played a great team, but they've played defenses like Michigan and Oklahoma. But the strength of those team defense.
Yep. Boy, the Georgia defense tonight,
next level.
Next level.
Dogs 3 of 6 on 3rd, and they've converted some 3rd and longs already. Pressure comes back. Moves sideways in the pocket, incomplete. Tried to press the ball down to Lovett, but Gilbo was in coverage, and it's 4th down.
That's on Texas plus 5. They're going to try to create some one-on-one opportunities against that Georgia offensive line. Beck does a nice job stepping up, gets enough on that ball, actually gets into the hands of Lovett, just not able to hold on to that. Pretty good effort here by Beck to get enough on the football.
So Peyton Woodring will try it from 48 yards. He's within his range. Just to make it 20-0. And he knocks it right through. So Kirby Smart would have loved to get 7 and really keep the haymakers coming. Instead, Texas now down 20. 4:43 before the break.
This offense, again, if anybody can right the ship, it's Sark on the other side and try to figure this out with 4:43 to go. Again, this is an important opportunity, knowing that they do get the football to start the second half. He's looking at that play sheet, trying to figure out, okay, we're struggling up front, not protecting great, haven't been able to run the ball. Quinn is not feeling it at all. I'm not suggesting they go to Arch Manning. The only reason I would even bring that up, he was warming up during one of our breaks, is his mobility, his athletic ability to get away from some pressure. We'll see as this game goes on. I mean, again, Sark's been very definitive that this is Quinn Ewers' team, but I just mean with the line of scrimmage favoring Georgia. You think about
what would it take? He said an injury to Ewers. That was what you thought would take. Let's check in with Kevin Nagandi in the studio. Kevin?
Chris, Capital One halftime report. Minutes away. Dan Orlovsky, Booker McFarland, Kevin Nagani here. This score, wow, 20-0. You've been talking about Georgia's defense all day. What do you see?
Georgia's defense felt disrespected, and they're dominating the line of scrimmage. Kirby has a game plan. Quinn Ewers is seeing ghosts right now.
Yeah, this is very simple. Steve Sarkisian needs to turn to Arch Manning right now. Well, you got your wish. Quinn Ewers is on the sidelines, and Arch Manning is in.
It's Arch time.
Chris, Kirk, take it away.
You're all over it, Orlovsky. The crowd is
Arch
huge.
time. Here we go.
Your freshman comes in the game.
That was my
his first play and darted. Georgia pressured him heavy. There was a Guerrero in his star position.
What does Glenn Schumann do to welcome Arch Manning into the game? Brings pressure off the edge. And again, that's what you do with Arch Manning. Athletic ability to get away from 11, get away from the pressure that Georgia's front's created.
Pressure off the edge, Kirk, and then Dan Jackson was all over the back. That wasn't going anywhere anyway. Now Wisner trying to turn the corner. It's been really tough to run the ball in Georgia so far. Picks up about 5, but still looking for their initial third down conversion. Interesting move here.
Yeah, it is. It is. And remember, we talked about this Texas offensive line is a real strength of theirs. When you were there watching Arch Manning get his shot, they go empty. They're going to bring the talented back into the backfield. Wisner.
How about this? You played 2.5 games, haven't played in a little while, though, and now you come in stone cold against this swarming defense. They heat up the pocket again, and Manning, although he's mobile, cannot escape. A flag comes down. Michael Williams dragged him down just behind the line of scrimmage.
I think Michael Williams got his hand up into the face of Arch Manning. May have grabbed the face mask.
Texas will take anything they get right now.
Michael Williams, but
personal foul, face mask,
yeah.
Defense, number 13. 15-yard penalty from you to run. It is.
Speaking of Georgia looking better, Michael Williams looks closer to being near 100%. The right hand got up. And it had to stop. He wasn't going anywhere. But doesn't he, 13 look different?
Oh,
he looks like a different guy than we've seen the last 3 weeks where he's been on a pitch count.
Just super talented. Can be a game record. Back healthy now. Pump fake from Manning, who steps up and fires low. In the pressure from Jalen Walker, who's just been a nightmare so far for Texas.
Yeah, and not only that, nobody blocks him. So when you don't get blocked because you're getting looks where he's hesitant here, so nobody picks him up. Back's on the other side. Back he helps with a chip on the left, but you want to keep an eye on 11 and White. He's one of the best pass rushers in the sport.
There's a flinch. Boy, this Texas offensive line continues to be unsettled, very out of character. Only 6 sacks allowed in the season. Georgia's got 3 already. I mean, Kelvin Banks has given up a sack. That's a headline.
Number 56, 5-yard penalty. Second out.
When you're consistently getting beaten for an entire half, your mind, you're not yourself. It's time to right tackle Connor Williams. I mean, all the things that you do subconsciously, the communication, all the teamwork, the continuity, it's being challenged by this front from Georgia.
Man, fires complete. Catch is made there by Gunnar Helm. Involved the tight end for the first time here. Pick up 8. Still going to be 3rd and about 6 here.
That's an area that I think Sark feels confident that Gunnar Helm or even a back like Wisner coming out of the backfield against the backers. You can win those matchups in the interior. It's tougher on the outside. Man, a lot of man coverage, a lot of too high safety looks.
Dogs moving around pre-snap. They're going to bring pressure. This time it's picked up Manning down the middle. Incomplete. Downfield throws. It was strength of his. DeAndre Moore had a step, but it's fourth down.
Yeah, they showed the pressure on one side. They walked it up over here, and then the pressure actually ends up coming from over here. It's picked up pretty nicely. Helm helps out. The right tackle helps out. You can see the underneath crossers wide open, and instead he takes a shot downfield to DeAndre Moore.
So Sarkisian makes the quarterback change. Didn't really get a drive going. The face mask set him up, but Georgia rises up again, and this punt will bounce into the end zone. So Georgia has 2:55 and all three timeouts to work with before halftime. We have to wonder, was that a series to let viewers take a breather on the side and check it out, or does he stay with Arch Manning from here on?
Yeah, well, I think you got to give another series. If you make that move, you can't just get one.
Sunday NFL Countdown. Week 7, setting the table. Saquon Barkley did an interview before he goes back to the Meadowlands. He's a member of the Eagles. 10 Eastern tomorrow morning at ESPN and the app. ETN, a first down run. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Alfred Collins, big fella in the middle, made the stop.
You know, Kirby and Sark met only one other time, going back to the COVID year, 2020. Sark was the offensive coordinator of Bama. That was a great Bama offense. Mac Jones, Smitty, Vontae Smith. They had 564 yards and 41 points that night.
Today, offensive line.
Yeah, it was a great team. Najee Harris, tonight, 28 yards and 0 points.
Ball on the edge. Lovin in space. Takes a hit. Knocked down a yard short of the marker by Michael Tao.
You know, as much zone as Texas plays, when you have motion like this, you go from one. So look at the Texas secondary. No one moving. So he understands he's got to get the ball out there because look at that soft coverage. All you have is 11 Smith to make one block and then all that space.
2-minute timeout. Georgia will face a 3rd and 1 when you come back to Austin.
Is there anything better than an SEC tailgate?
Yep. A Sonic SEC